Do you know some Christians who are reluctant to celebrate Halloween? There's actually a fair amount of them out there. Why don't we do a little exploring of the history of Halloween and find out if there's any merit to this? I'm curious about your opinion, so please let me know in the comments. Now, over 2,000 years ago, the Celts, who live in modern Ireland, had a holiday called Samhain. And what this was it was the end of the harvest. It was held on October 31st. Obviously, it was celebrating the end of all of the growing season. But it was also the day they considered the thinnest veil between the living and the netherworld. That was the one day where the dead could pass through to the living. It was also the Celtic New Year. But what the villagers would do is they would light huge bonfires, hoping to scare the dead spirits back into their other realm. Now, at this time, as the Catholic Church was growing in Europe, Pope Boniface IV decided to start a new holiday, All Saints' Day. And this was started in the year 609. A few hundred years later, in the 800s, Pope Gregory moved it to November 1st, and we call this All Saints' Day. Now, the theme was the same in some sense. It was honoring the dead, except in this case, it was honoring dead saints and martyrs to the church. The Pope wanted people to honor them and pray to them, and he called this All Saints' Day. Now, this was also called Hallowmas, which is saintly mass. And the night before, on October 31st, was called All Hallows Eve, which you could probably see the connection to Halloween. This basically led to the Catholic season of remembrance, which was All Hallows Tide. October 31st, All Hallows Eve. Then, of course, November 1st, All Saints' Day. And November 2nd, All Souls' Day. This was a beautiful Catholic season, and it was celebrated all over Europe. So, when you hear, is Halloween Christian? Is it Catholic? Well, absolutely. As you see, it's based on a Catholic holiday. But what about the customs in Halloween? There's a lot of peculiar customs we take for granted. So why don't we take a look at those? The first of those is carving pumpkins. Well, in the 1840s with the potato famine, tens of thousands of Irish came over to the United States, and they brought the custom of carving turnips. Except when they arrived in the United States, they found these wonderful pumpkins, which they found out does a better job at carving than the turnips. And thus, we have formed the tradition of jack-o'-lanterns. Also, we have this famous trick-or-treating. You might take that for granted as well, but that actually came from the English begging for soul cakes. Sounds a bit strange, but what would happen was English children would go around houses on October 31st, knock on doors, and they would receive soul cakes, delicious little spiced cakes. But in return, the children were supposed to pray for the souls of the deceased, especially those in purgatory. This obviously led to what we call trick-or-treating, where you would knock on doors and receive candy. So as you see, not only the dates of Halloween Christian, but the customs, jack-o'-lanterns, trick-or-treating, also evolved from Christian custom. So modern Halloween is essentially a Catholic holiday. Both its origins and its customs are. But you can understand why in modern times some Christians might be against it if you take it too far to the demonic side. So if you're spending your Halloween, say, going out into the woods, worshiping demons and lighting up fires, that's probably not the best idea. I suggest you think of something else to do. But if you're spending this Halloween dressing up, going door to door and getting some treats, as long as you're not eating too many of them, and saying some prayers for the deceased, and don't forget going to Mass on All Saints' Day, then you're celebrating the true Halloween. We look forward to seeing you next week, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.